Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, all set?
Not yet, actually. I was connecting the Bluetooth.
All right, please do.
Yes.
Okay. Um, your name is Dilshad, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Welcome to this evening session, Dilshad. This is your trainer. My name is Lolakshi, and I am
I
a
mean,
soft skills trainer and a communication skills and also an IELTS trainer by profession, basically from Karnataka. Yes. So, Dilshad, could I
nice
know
to
more about yourself?
nice to meet you, ma'am. Yeah, well,
Same here.
when it comes to my introduction, so as you know that displaying on the my name is displaying on the screen, Dilshad Ahmed. I belongs to Uttar Pradesh, but is staying in Mumbai more than 20 years. Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, my teenage that I spent in my native place, and
Mm-hmm.
I moved from the native place Uttar Pradesh. I moved from Uttar Pradesh to Mumbai in
Mm.
2006 or 7 in the purpose of, that like every person goes from the small city to the big city
Okay.
to for earning or for making careers or something like that. So the
Mm.
same with me. I also moved from my native place to Mumbai in the search of job or to set myself in the new city in
Okay.
2007. So
Right.
when it comes to my qualifications and educations, I have just done 12th pass from the Model College from Azamgarh, Uttar
Mm-hmm.
Pradesh.
Okay.
And after coming to Mumbai, that continue like what I have done, additional qualifications. I did the diploma in hospitality travel customer service
Okay, could you
from
repeat? In hospitality?
hospitality travel customer service.
All right. Hmm.
Yeah, from the Franklin Institute, which is in Andheri,
All right.
which are famous for the flight steward,
Yes, yes,
crew
yes.
cabin,
Airlines.
hostess, flight hostess. So
Hmm.
airlines, they are famous for those. So yeah, I was a student at in 2020, till 2013 or 14, while I was doing the job also. Simultaneously, I was doing the course.
Okay.
Well, I think that the introductions would be sufficient.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
If I
I'm
need
a
more
married man.
information.
I'm having two children now. I'm working in a restaurant as a restaurant manager. The
Okay.
name of the restaurant is the Cream Center Restaurant. So currently, I'm not in Mumbai even. I'm in Hyderabad.
Okay. Right. So, in case I need more information, I'll be asking you regarding that. Yes. So,
Sure,
basically, you are from UP, now settled in Mumbai.
correct.
Yeah. When you started, you said that you belong to UP. You mentioned a place, right? What place was it?
Azamgarh.
All right. So whenever you are talking about your hometown, yeah, so there is this Indian variant of English where most of the Indians we use it, but it is not regarded as the right way of speaking. You don't say I belong to. It is I am from or I come from.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that was nice. Your nice introduction. So, basically, what I learned from your introduction is after your education, you moved to Mumbai and then you took up a course in the aviation industry, and that's how you have landed into this job. It is related to the hospitality industry, right?
yes,
Okay. So, Dilshad, what exactly are the issues you have been facing, or what was the reason for you to join English here?
correct. It's a nice question. The holding a position of manager
Yes,
and the person that who lead the team, he always has to be a steady communicator. He has to be confident speaker.
of
So
course.
what I feel that being on this position is important for me, like to be a well communicator, the first thing that I have noted. Even like I started my career from the lowest positions. It was when I started in 2007 or 8 that I worked the contact sales executive, and then moved. Then I changed that job and then moved to the restaurants. It counter sales executive. It was the ice cream parlor, and
Mm-hmm.
I was there at counter sales executive. Then later on, I moved that because the counter sales executive didn't have the, good right features. So I thought, no, I should. I think I'm wasting my time. I should move to some other industries. So it's the same industry, but the difference was that the casual fine dining or fine dining restaurants is much better than the being counter sales executive. So
Okay.
went to the restaurant. I started like as a waiter, senior waiter in
Mm-hmm.
2008, and then gradually from the senior waiter to become a restaurant manager, it took around 10 years. Today I'm
Nice.
as a
Mm.
restaurant manager.
That's nice.
So it's
That's
still
nice.
the journey is still not ended. It's still I feel that I should go to the next level. I should, have the, uh, uh, mm, like, what I
You
felt
should be in a better place.
should be in a better place always. The journey is still not ended. It's still, I think I'm thirsty. I'm looking forward to be
That's good.
better place. Yeah.
That's good. That itself shows about itself says about a
So
personality a lot, wherein you say
one,
that the best is yet to come.
hmm,
Yeah.
one
You're
more thing,
saying
ma'am.
something?
If you,
Hmm?
yeah, like managers, when it comes to talk to the owners, when it comes to talk to the client and customers, that time your communications matters a lot. How do you describe yourself? How do you present yourself? Then it matters. It makes, you know, it really, really makes a difference. And then the people get impressed. Otherwise, maybe the waiter, does the same things, but the
That's right.
manager
Hmm.
only just go to the table and communicate some with the customer and customer gets satisfied with the communications only. It's all his language. It's all his, communication skills that make them satisfied. So,
Yes.
the one thing, and yeah, nowadays it's become significant. English communication especially has become significant for everyone's whenever you
Yes, of
walk
course.
down for interview. Yeah, so
Right.
that's the reason for me to bring at this platform. I think
Hmm.
English Shari. I have heard
Hmm.
a lot about English Shari. I have
Of course.
seen there are a lot of student has become confident speakers in few months, like 3 or 4 months. And so let me put an example of Mr. Ashutosh Gavarikar. I always
Yes.
watch his content. I always watch his video clips. So
Hmm.
he's also a student at English Shari.
Hmm.
And I think he's the one that who inspired me because he had started
Okay.
his journey in 2021.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
he was studying, he was pursuing master degree or something. Then later on, he changed in COVID-19 when it started that he started
Exactly.
communication. So we thought, okay, what he's supposed to do, that he started, that working on his communication skills and he finding interesting. And then he has uh, um, he stopped at the education and turned to the communication skill and something else is doing. I don't remember exactly, but
Okay.
the reason for me here to be brought is I
Hmm.
think Ashutosh Gawariskar because he inspired me a lot. The journey
Wonderful.
of 3 years that the communication what he was telling. I have seen his first video. I have seen the the
Recent
last
most.
video. Yeah, yeah. So watch 1,500 videos that he has done so far. Even
Okay.
a lot of others on Instagrams. I'm not talking excluding Instagram and WhatsApp and Facebook, and, excluding all those videos. But the video content that he has done, 15,000, more than 15,000 people that he has communicated. So today he has reached to that level where he can confidently speak. So
Ah.
yeah.
Well, that's
So
yeah, yeah. You're saying something.
not that the Ashutosh Gawariskar only, but I think somewhere it was from the beginning when I was in my native place. It
Okay.
was something in my heart, it was something in my head going on that I want to be. I want to see myself as a communicator, a well communicator, where I can person myself, where I can stand and give a speech in front of 1,000 people without any hesitation, without any stumble, without any stammering, without fear. So that was, and English is one of the language which I always love.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, since it is your very first session, normally I don't wish to check out what the session notes, what is there. I would like to know more about the learner so that accordingly we can guide the learners as per their requirement. Yeah. Since you are into hospitality industry, let me ask you this question, Mr. Dilshad.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So hospitality, it means it covers a lot of things like when you take some good care about people. Yeah, you care about their needs and all. So what, according to you, or in your opinion, is the essence of being into the hospitality industry?
To be honest, that it wasn't planned. It wasn't designed at all. I came from a family which, that they never suggest me what I supposed to do, what I was not supposed to do. I just went with the life how it took me. I
Hmm.
didn't had any plan. I didn't have any plans. What I'm going to do, what my future would be. I
Hmm.
really didn't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So because yeah, it all comes from your parents, but from being the countryside, from coming from a countryside, a village, that people
Yes.
don't
Yes.
care
Yes.
about. Okay, do whatever do you wanted to do. They don't know where the life goes. So I
Hmm.
think I'm one of those that nobody was around to
Hmm.
guide me or to give me right suggestions. Uh,
Hmm. So
this will
when,
be
at
good for
what
you.
point of time did you take this very seriously? That this is the place for me.
No,
I
there
want to
was
go
in
in
my
this world.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I'm talking about my family that there was nobody that who conducted me, who guided me. But it was always in my head something I had to do. And what I had to do, I don't know. I
Okay.
really don't know. And I find myself one of those persons who always is scared of being failed, to take any
Fear?
kind of the decision like
Okay,
failure.
fear of failure. Okay.
Fear of failure always I had in my head. Always I find myself to take a decision when either this is right or that is right. I don't know. And if I
Hmm.
get failed, then what the people would say, what the what my friend would say, because I came generally, people coming from the small village to the big city in the terms of earning money. I came also in the same way. My parents who expect me that he went to the Mumbai and he must be sending some money after earning. I was doing something else. So and like what is in my family I have a sixth brother actually.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's a
younger
large.
ones.
Yeah, I'm the second last one. So
Okay,
all my
right.
brother, yeah, all my brother who uh, at like when they reach at the age of 17 or 16 or 20, they left
Hmm.
the native place and moved to because if you're maybe they migrate to country like Saudi Arabia or some Gulf country, any one of those. So
Hmm.
in 90s, what happened? People, what they're doing? They come from the small village to the city like Mumbai, Delhi, or Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, kind of. They learn some skills like to
Yes,
mechanical engineering, what do you call
technical skills.
carpenter, technical skills, AC technicians, any kind of the technical issues. That was the, in my village, kind of the uh, traditions was in 90s.
Okay.
So
Well,
similarly, when
mhm.
it also went with me that the parents was expecting me that he went Mumbai that he might be learning something like he going to be AC technicians or electrician technicians or a carpenter anything he whatever he would prefer uh, uh, those that I named he would be one of those but I never find interesting I find it boring I find it like no it's not something that I would do so randomly, I got the job at the counter sales executive by one of the, by one of the person who was just, I was working at the shop. So one person who came at the shop, I said, if you are looking a job that he was working a restaurant, I said, if you, I was working at the job just to, for earning something for my survival, like
Okay, you're
3,000
working
rupees
at
or
a
2,000.
place. You're working at a certain place.
I was working at a certain place. I was just working because I didn't have anybody, so I had to do something
Okay,
for my
to earn money.
survival, for my life to eat and for bread and butter, what you want.
All
Correct.
right. Yes,
So
yes, yes. That's right.
one of person who it was a mobile shop. and we were selling mobile shop and belts, purse, and perfume and everything. It was in 2007 when I moved, when I came from my native place. So there was a customer, regular customer, who visiting my shop. So he
Hmm.
said and he was working at restaurant,
At a
Cream Center.
particular
So
restaurant. Okay. The
at
one which you are
Cream
working
Center,
right now.
the one which I'm working right now. So he
Yep.
said, Dilshad, there is a vacancy. If you wanted to join, you can join.
Hmm.
So you can take this address and go walk on for the interview, and they will select you. Definitely, you'll be kept apart, and it's really good industries. It's really, renowned a restaurant in the market. So
Okay.
I went and I walked on for the interview, and I was selected for the conference as executive. So
Okay.
at that time, I had that passion to learn the English. I was reading the newspaper, and that time there was no WhatsApp and everything. There was no Google. There was no mobile.
Hmm.
So there was only one thing. The sources of there was
Learning English
uh,
was books.
yeah, learning English was book,
Hmm.
simple book. Either you can take what was that book that time? English. There was a one English book. Rapido or Rapid
Yeah,
something, the
Rapidex.
name of that.
Rapidex.
Rapidex,
Rapidex.
Rapidex. It's in 2000, 1 or 2000. That was the Rapidex. So
Yes, yes.
what the interviewer said me, let me tell you, the interviewer said me, Dilshad, you
Hmm.
you can't speak English, but I would give you a piece of advice that go back and every day in the morning when you wake up and take the newspaper and read loudly, because I'm coming from a Hindi medium, so the tongue and the pronunciation was totally different at the beginning. At the beginning, even I was not that much good student when I was
Hmm.
studying. So so he instructed me, given the piece of advice. I took it very seriously and I was doing. So yeah, the journey started that way and then moved now after 10 years, after a decade that I reached here and still that I'm looking for the next position in my life.
Okay. When did you seriously think? I think, okay, let me repeat the question. When did you seriously think that this is something tailor made for me and I have to go in this way, especially the hotel industry, the hospitality industry? You said that, yes, I think this is it for me. I want to grow in this field. When did that awareness come to you? At what point of time?
To be honest,
Hmm.
I became today manager looking for the next position, but it's still somewhere inside I'm not happy. I'm not pleased with
Okay.
the job. The first thing that after working 10 years, after spending your crucial decade, still you're not getting the salary how much you want. Like
Oh,
today,
okay.
the
Right.
prices of everything is really
Quite
high,
expensive.
has
Yes.
gone into the sky.
Yeah,
Today I have a
skyrocket.
two children. Yeah.
Mm.
Today I have a two children, but when I think about their educations and to
Yes.
put them in a good schools, really,
Yes.
I
I
stop
understand.
thinking.
Mm.
When I
Okay.
check with the college principals and so find the fees are very high,
Mm.
expensive too much, which is really not affordable for me. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm trying. At 2012 or 13, I felt okay, fine. But one thing that like I said, when I went for the carpenter work, when I went for the AC work, I did it for a 10 days or 20 days, like 30 days. I did it, but I was not enjoying. The one thing that I have that you should do that you enjoy.
Mm.
So after being a part of this industry, hotel industry, I find
Mm.
it a bit, that stable for me. I find it a bit okay because you wear a
Okay.
good clothes, you
Mm.
are in a good environment, you're working under AC and all the things. And
Mm.
I think I'm one of those that who don't like to work outside on the road, that sun and everything. I can't bear
You're used
all
to
that
it.
thing.
You're used to
Yeah.
this kind of atmosphere.
Hmm. So then yes, yes. But yeah, then I thought, let me, and also I'm looking this industry for someone that who was a good communicator. So that I started the opportunity to communicate with the customers,
Mm.
English. So then I started finding, oh, it's good. I think this is where that I have to
Mm.
uh, go. This is
Mm-hmm.
the things that I was looking for.
Mm.
But
Mm.
but the job is really not. somewhere still I'm not satisfied.
Oh,
Somewhere still that I feel, I think I should do something else. Because
right,
being
right.
coming to the position of the manager is not just, 1,000 people, 10 people, 20 people around you try to bog you down, try to criticize about you. Lot of messes, and you need to handle the team well. So
Yes,
you need to handle the um, customers' complaints, and a lot of it's not just only
yes,
one thing. I
yes.
can't count on my fingers. So, and you always are under pressure. You always
Hmm.
think that you don't know that when you are going to lose the job,
Okay.
and it nervous us, it like disappoint us or demotivate us.
Hmm.
Eh, It would have better if you have started your own business, even if it's a tea stall.
Okay.
At the age of later, like
Hmm.
after 30 or 35, I started thinking that way, why I have not thought about the business, start own business. Even
Hmm.
if you don't have the money, start with the small things like a tea stall or
Hmm.
something else. That would
Yes.
be much better than the job.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but I
sometimes you get different kinds of ideas.
so the business is not something that restrict you. Business is something that infinity. It's unlimited. I mean, you can go a very far in your life. So
Hmm. Provided you are
then,
successful in it.
hmm, hmm. Like I'm doing the job, the shift from 11 to 12 or 12:30 at night. So I'm spending a good amount of the time at restaurant. If I spend
Yes.
the same amount of the time at my own business, so see the
Yes.
result where we have, yeah, where it have taken me. So
Makes
always
sense.
having
Yes.
said the business is a lot better than the job that everybody goes at. But
Okay.
yeah. Fine. Like I said, yeah, I
So,
didn't have any plan. The life has taken me, so I went with the life along with, and now wherever I'm today, okay, fine. But I'm still thinking to start my own business. Still. And
all
at
right.
the same time, like at some point, like after 4 years, I had planned to start my own business. So in these 4 years, if I will try my hard to be better communicator so that I can get the next positions, the upper level, like a general manager or operation manager. The first goal. The second goal, if everything goes well, fine. Or you can, or after 4 years and after saving some amount of the money that business required, then start own business.
Okay. So wish you all the success in whatever you do, be it current job or in the business. Now, coming to the
What's your
feedback, we're almost, yes, please.
what's your opinion on the business or jobs? What would you choose if we'll ask you?
Yeah, both. I personally feel both have their own pros and cons, right?
Hmm.
So, in your case, you feel very comfortable with what you're doing right now. But when you're
Hmm.
thinking about the finance factor as well, even that makes
Hmm.
sense. Because what you're saying, whatever amount of time you are investing in this job, in this field, the
Hmm.
same amount, if you invest in the business, that could be really fruitful for you. That's what you think. Yes,
Correct.
but of course, when you start with the business, you have to be ready with whatever comes along with the business
Hmm.
initially. Initially, God knows, yeah, it might be quite stagnant, and later it might pick up. It will pick up for sure, but unless you are strong footed and very sure that yes, this is what I want, and you have to do the market study, what is the requirement, what is the demand for a certain kind of business. I think in your case you would definitely like to start with something that is related to the food industry. I
Hmm.
think
Yeah, yeah,
you are aware of it, what kind of food is the demand there. Yeah, once you
yeah,
do the study, whatever is the requirement, when you once you check the pros and cons and you are already into the industry, it wouldn't be a problem for you.
yeah,
It wouldn't be a
yeah.
problem
I,
for
I
you.
always would like to give a piece of advice that do not do anything which you don't know. You must be
Yeah,
having the depth knowledge of something, then you
of
start
course.
do your own business. Otherwise, don't. If somebody is success in the garments, and you look at, for example, your friend is success at the garment, and you look at your friend and you start thinking, no, I'm going to start the garment business from tomorrow. So there is a
Yeah,
plenty of the chances that you're going to be failed at that business because you don't have the knowledge of the garment. So before you starting anything, that you need to have the knowledge, the depth knowledge, that required, so that you can run the business easily what it requires, along with
of
the money,
course.
of course, important that you need to have, but
Mm.
as well as along with that you require, the most important thing is knowledge. Knowledge is something that takes you to the next level. Otherwise, you can't.
Yeah, you have already tasted success in this field. You know what it takes to be here and be in this position. And for, of course, when you
Yeah,
start with a business, initially you have to have some lump sum amount of money apart from the investment, so that you'll be prepared, yeah, for the success and
yeah.
whatever comes up in the way, right?
Correct.
Well,
Yeah, I actually I find myself, I have kind of the character that who always uh, kind of a slip, not a stable kind of the mind I have. So my
okay, you
friend,
can take
he's a
calculated risks, you mean?
calculated risk. Now it doesn't stay on one decision sometimes. So you know that what happened? Like I have plans. Okay, I'm going to start the business. So it was not noted by me. It was not observed by me. It was noted by my one of the closest friend, that was the childhood friend. They said, that one thing wrong with you. I know you are a hard worker. You have the passion. You have the enthusiasm, everything, but you don't have the consistency. So I note his word on a serious page, and when I look at that page, I think deeply. Oh, he's absolutely right, because I have changed a lot of decisions amongst here in all these days. So
Oh,
my friend used to say I was planning to start something else rather than the hotel industry rather than restaurant. So friend said, don't